welcome back to the show. Very glad to have with us two esteemed physicians in our area. Dr. Peter Fail, intervention cardiologist and director of cath lab, the cardiac cath lab and interventional research at Cardiovascular Institute of the South. Dr. Fail, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, my friend. And Dr. Edgar Feinberg II, who is a cardiac surgeon at Cardiovascular Clinic of Houma. Welcome.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. All right. Interestingly enough, we've got something to talk about that's pretty good. This CoreValve thing is making a difference.
Yeah, this is absolutely the cutting edge of cardiology today.
Wow.
Over the past 4 or 5 years, this is something that's virtually exploded. Being able to take a pretty morbid procedure in very old and frail individuals and provide them an opportunity to do what's called a CoreValve. And what we're doing, Edgar being the surgeon can probably expound on this a little bit more.
Right.
But taking some very old individuals who have aortic stenosis, and aortic stenosis is a disease process where the aortic valve does not open. That's the major valve coming from the heart to the body. Right. Does not open very well, and basically the patients will eventually go into heart failure. Okay. And for many years, surgery has been the predominant treatment of choice, and it's done very, very well. But there's really a group of patients who are really just too sick to undergo surgery. And the surgeons have been very good over the years to do what's called the eyeball test and look at a patient and realize that they were just not going to end up well. They may survive the surgery, but then not do well and succumb in the CCU.
Right.
And this new stent valve, CoreValve, came along over the past couple of years and has provided those patients an opportunity to extend their life and actually extend the quality of their life.
So Terrebonne General, and in partnership with CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, is only one of 45 medical centers to participate in this clinical trial. And it's a minimal invasive system to treat these high-risk patients, as you mentioned.
Correct.
And so what was evaluated in this trial?
Well, what we're looking at in the trial actually is what is called all-cause mortality. I think that's the important thing. And, the FDA, it's still in the FDA phase, or it's just been released actually.
Okay.
But we were participating in it during the pre-release part of the trial.
Okay.
And what we're looking at is safety and how effective it is. And those are the key things we want to look at. And so we were with 44 other centers around the country that partnered to study this device.
Wow. That's amazing.
And really some pretty big names around the country. You'd be surprised, I think, at
Texas Heart, Johns Hopkins, Presbyterian, Columbia, UC Cleveland Clinic, a lot of big names that we were able to keep up with.
Wow. CIS and Terrebonne General have done a great job of truly putting their print on cardiovascular care.
I agree.
And we have people that come from all over the country. As you and I have worked together over the years, we have people come from all over to really get care. And so this is kind of the next step, of what we've been able to do with intervention. And so you guys have gotten involved, and so cardiology and cardiovascular surgeons work together on this.
It's one of the interesting things, and Edgar and I have been good friends for 5 years, 6 years now, and have worked together on a lot of different projects, mostly in the aortic realm, doing aortic aneurysm, stuff like that. So this was a natural extension to be part of what's called a heart team, which is actually mandated by CMS that each patient has to be evaluated by a cardiac surgeon and an interventional cardiologist to deem is this person appropriate for this kind of a therapy. And really what's happening in cardiology and cardiovascular surgery, this heart team approach is really being extended to all realms of cardiovascular care, not just the heart valve, but into coronary artery disease, structural heart disease, congenital heart disease, et cetera, and that this whole heart team. And so Edgar and I, being friends and working together closely, have been of the same mind to do this kind of a project.
Wow. And one of those things that we lead in Louisiana, we have the leading heart disease in the country. And South Louisiana, it's the largest percentage of anywhere in the state, and we're highest in the state.
Yeah.
So down here is where people really need these kinds of interventions.
I agree. It is amazing, and I think what always amazes the companies that do these kind of projects, and when they come down to a South Louisiana and realize not only the type of work that we do, but the type of patients that we have and how sick some of these patients really are. And it really is an enigma. They fall out of the scheme of things.
Right, and we have so many people with so many comorbidities. Right. It's not just congestive heart failure. It's not just coronary artery disease. They've got so many other issues, some peripheral issues as well. And so we're really dealing with really making sure that we're finding out the best way to help these really sick people.
Exactly.
Wow, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about some of these trials and some of the results and what they've concluded from. So we'll do that when we return. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our two physicians.